Some people believe that every Icelandic person believes in elves and trolls.
Wait, you don't? You don't believe in elves? Oh, that's disappointing. All right, we thought we were going to do a whole thing on elves and trolls. Do people really think that?
Yes. I got my first guitar when I was 3. I used to always sleep with it. Yeah, I didn't want to let go of it. It just feels good. It just feels like you can be yourself, you know, effortlessly, you know. I had a lot of alone time when I was growing up, of course. It's a town of 40 people, you know, and it's not stressful. It just feels like being home.
How do you feel when you get into big cities, when you do things like London and New York? What does it do to your personality?
You know, just kind of overwhelming, some kind of feeling of being overwhelmed. What's the use of reaching for your heart? We sail miles apart. I gave you tomorrow's useless broken track to make our world alive. I'm free from lovers' breathless scream, following me.
Do you ever have those moments up on stage and then you open your eyes and you realise that thousands of people are watching you?
Yeah.
Is that super weird? Because I imagine that would be super weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't think about it too much, but when you mention it,
I've ruined it, haven't I?
No. I tend to look down a lot. You know, I'm not scanning the audience the whole time.
No.
I remember instances when, I'm just in the music and then just, okay, what's going on? Just like. I shut my eyes and all the world drops. Lift them and you're born again. Out beyond your claim to freedom, field wide, I can meet you there. I will come back here at sunrise, lover.
As you were growing up, you also had a sort of an alternative career as a javelin thrower as well.
Yeah, it was always between music and that. So I was just 100% training, you know, 4 hours a day. I just wanted to take it as far as I could.
And so when did you realise that you couldn't do that anymore?
So I got injured a couple of times, or many times actually, through my sport career. But it all ended with one injury, like a back injury that I didn't recover from. And so I just eventually turned more to music. After glow, magic show, shine across the earth tonight, shimmering over the ocean. Glow, it's a glow, it's a magic show, gleaming up on the earth so bright, moving along in slow motion. River of light, I know the afterglow makes it all right.
I was reading a story about this, and I don't know if this is true or not, so you can correct me, but when you were very younger, when you were about 5, were you in a car accident?
Yeah.
What happened?
There is this big mountain that is close by, and we used to drive up the mountain on Sundays. Like one day that we went outside and my sister got to use the camera and take pictures of the town, and I wasn't allowed to because I was so little. So I got really frustrated and started just doing something like in the car. Just
did you take over the car?
Gears and stuff. I was just in the back seat and I was just frustrated. And then all of a sudden the car just starts running, and yeah, it just rolled down the mountain. I remember every moment really vividly, actually. It's just kind of, I remember I looked at my mom when the car started rolling, and just like, I didn't say it, I was just looked into her eyes, and then it just began rolling, and nothing really happened to me, actually. I just, which is
kind of miraculous, really, when you think about it.
If you would see, you can see pictures of the car, and it was just like really just there's nothing left of it.
Wow.
So.
Do you think the music industry and the way these sorts of things are set up, do you think they're not geared towards people who are naturally introspective? Because everything about this setup is encouraging you to be an extrovert, right? But you're not really an extrovert, are you?
No. Takk fyrir okkur, síðasta lagið okkar. But it also kind of challenges people like me to kind of step out of my comfort zone and kind of grow as persons, I think. But it's definitely not kind of my thing.
No, but I think you're pulling it off really well.
You know, most of the best music I've made, it hasn't been of any importance at all, you know, and nobody was waiting to hear it, you know. It was just kind of for myself. You just have to start playing, and eventually the music is gonna kind of surround you, and you're just in it, you know.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Real pleasure.
Thank you.